Hi Facebook, how are you? How are you doing? I'm doing I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Second. Vape. It's my new shit. Vape. Yeah. I've been designing vape liquids that'll go in vape pens, refillable vape pens that are all natural, organic, healthy. They might even have some fun stuff in it, you know? Fun tasting stuff, tingly stuff for your tongues and shit, your minds. Shit like that. So anyway, I love this shit. It's just a vape pen. You refill it. This thing pops off, and you know, and then you just pop this top back on, and then go, oh, you're so sexy like that, with the pen and shit, Anyway, had to make you guys a video, you know. I really did. I wanted to thank you guys, some of you guys, who commented on my video or on some of my posts recently. Um, I really appreciate that. I wasn't really actually kind of expecting some of those comments and likes and supports from the people that I actually got them from. But that's okay because there's a lot of stuff that has been unexpected um, this month for sure. If you only knew. If you only knew how unexpected some shit really is. Lots of it. But back to the point, issue at point. I posted some things on Facebook that are related to a project that I've put together, that I've designed. Um, and it's a project for, uh, basically hate crime, sexual education, all right, sex ed, hate crime prevention, suicide prevention, and awareness and prevention. And we're starting, with the sex ed part because a lot of this bullying shit comes from people attacking other people's core sexuality, their core being. That's their core shit. That's all you are. That's all we are. And these meat bags. We got these meat bags, right? Yeah, these are our meat bags, our meat machines, those are ours. They're the only thing in the world we have that are ours, that we can control. They're not our moms and they're not our dads or our girlfriends or our boyfriends or our kids. No, these bodies are ours, right? Right? You're not your house, you're not your car, you're not your mom, you're not your dad, you're not your son or your daughter or your sister or your brother or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your mistress, whatever. All you are is all you are. This. And this, of course, and your soul. Heart, mind, body, and soul, or whatever they say. Oh, yeah, people have souls. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's scientific and shit. They've even measured it. Like when a person dies, they'll measure the moment of, before death, during death, and after death. And there's a measurable, like I think, very minute, of course. The soul doesn't weigh much at all, but it weighs enough that they can tell that it's there and that it leaves or just becomes lighter. It could just become lighter. That doesn't make any goddamn sense, but you know, they know it's there. I know it's there, and hopefully you guys know that too. And I think most all of my friends on Facebook know that. I would like to think they do. Um, One time, speaking of souls, one time, an artist friend of mine, she was a performance artist. She was from, I don't know, Vietnam or China or Korea or something like that. I don't remember. But she one time she said to me, she's like, "You do not have a soul." Talk about some scary shit to hear from a girl. That was some scary shit for me, for sure. Absolutely. I said, "What are you talking about? What do you mean I don't have a soul?" She's like, "Just as a matter of fact, like it was just scrubbing dishes or the everyday kind of car wash kind of thing. Yeah, you don't have a soul. It's very dangerous for you." Where's my soul? Well, she never really got to explain any of that, and I don't know. We never really talked about it. But I made a mental note of that day in her apartment in Lawrence, Kansas, as we were having lunch. And then that offhand shit she just said, "Oh, you don't have a soul." What do you mean by that? Well, what did she mean by that? I think what she really meant was that I was operating in a service to self kind of paradigm, a service to self kind of situation where I served myself. And even though I was serving other people, right? I was serving other people and thinking I was doing all this good work, all this. I was what's the word? Not ambivalent, altruistic. Everything I was doing was so not for me, for you. Oh, I'm doing it for the community. Yeah, I'm doing it for the arts. I'm doing it for the kids. Yeah, the kids. I'm doing it for my employees. I'm doing it for the homeless. I'm doing it for the gays. Whatever it is. I mean, I'm just making examples up right now. But back then, as I've learned all my life, especially this year, we'll get to talk about this year. But, I wasn't really serving anybody but myself. It was making me feel better, all that shit. All that shit was building my ego or my pocketbook, maybe. Not really. Or whatever it was. Friends. I was popular. Yeah, I was in the newspaper. I was somebody. People needed me. People would call for me. I had an office, had a gallery, an art gallery. Oh, and having an art gallery in Lawrence, Kansas. You're somebody when you have an art gallery in Lawrence, Kansas. Trust me. Trust, right? So I was doing shit for myself. And that's what that woman commented about, I think, was that she meant, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. You have no soul. You are just doing this shit for your own sake. I think that's what she really meant to say. Instead of, you know, I'm walking around without a soul, like the soul, the real soul that exists in here. These are like these meat machines are like our cars, and our soul is like our driver, like us, like we would be in a car, I guess, right? Makes sense to you guys? You guys know, you guys got souls. You guys know what souls are. How did we get off on this topic? Oh, the lady that said I had no soul. Well, funniest thing is that I might have done something just this week that would prove that, yeah, that motherfucker ain't got a soul. Because I was going to do something, I guess, that would have been pretty mean. I really didn't think it through. I thought it would be, make a point. I thought it would make a point. It would, like, solve 2 or 3 birds with one stone, or whatever you call it. I thought it was a good idea. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. That'll teach everybody. That'll get, that'll put me on the map. That'll get people's attention. People will start listening to me now. They'll take me seriously if I do that. Right? Oh, but what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I knew someone was, I knew you were going to ask that. I knew you were. Well, kind of complicated, but I'll tell you what I was going to do. If you promise you won't get mad, please don't get mad. because I've already upset some people, and I don't want to upset anybody else. I really don't. But I got to be honest with you too, I guess, right? Right? I do have to be honest. So I'm going to be honest, sure. What I was going to do is, let's back this shit up. Let me tell you about this year, all right? And the problems that I'm having as a member, a Kansan. The problems I'm having as a Kansan. The problems I'm having as a gay. The problems I'm having as basic human fucking being here in this community. Right now, for your information, I'm in Manhattan, Kansas. And when I say community, I'm talking community. To me, if you're in Kansas, you know the community. Everything's kind of a suburb of Kansas City or Topeka. We're all suburbs, and we're all kind of connected, and we all have to drive, and it takes a while. But you know, Salina and Abilene might as well be the same thing, right? Junction City and Manhattan might as well be the same thing, right? To me, Manhattan, Topeka might as well be the same thing. So when I say community, I'm talking this big swath, this big old circle in the middle of the state, at least. And I might as well qualify it and say all the state, because what else is there? You know, there's no community out there, right? So the community, say the state. There's some big fucking problems here, and so I've known there's problems. I've been aware of some of these problems. I've chose to ignore the problem, thinking maybe that problem will go away. I'll ignore that problem, and that problem will go away. Can't change that motherfucker's mind, so why even try? I'll just wait. Just he'll go away. He's not bothering me. It's hate mail. It's hate email. You know, he's spreading rumors about me. He's pranking me. He's, you know, getting people to call and text that aren't, you know, on and on and on, right? But he's very dangerous. This guy's very dangerous. He's wasted a lot of my time because he likes to play games. That's the only reason. Trust me, that's the only reason. I've never met the man. Never, ever, 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 ever even met this guy. But he is so determined to hate me that he not only sends me hate emails every day, calling me old, ugly, liar, disease-filled, uh, kind of stuff. If that's not bad enough as it is, sure. Oh, but he tells everybody else all this shit too, right? You know, he's telling everybody else all this shit too. Bunch of packs of lies, you know. All right, all right. So sticks and stones may break my bones, but chains and whips excite me. Na 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 na. Come on, come on. Ooh, come on. La 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 like it. Come on. Okay, stop. Anyway, yeah. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Well, words do hurt, kids. Yes, kiddies, words hurt. They hurt a lot. Some words hurt more than others. Some words, no person should really ever have to hear that shit, you know? They really shouldn't. But, oh, it's part of life. Kids will be kids. Bullies are bullies. Whatever. Bullies will be everywhere you go. Whatever. Sure. Why should we do anything about it then? I mean, there's always going to be bullies in life, right? Why should why should we do shit? Why should we stand up for anybody? Why should we even stand up for ourselves? I mean, if that's the rationale and logic you're using, well, there's always going to be bullies, so why should I stand up for myself? I think a lot of people would like me to believe that way. And I think they would like me to believe that way only because I might embarrass them by doing what I've been doing. But that's another issue altogether. What have I been doing? Let's go back to that. What have I been doing? Well, I posted some freaky controversial or disturbing, stuff on my Facebook. It's true. Everything I put there is true, sure. Is it absolutely necessary? Probably not. No. No, I would not say it's necessary not to do what I want to do, because remember, my goal is suicide awareness and prevention, hate crime awareness prevention, and sexual education awareness. Not prevention, kiddies, not prevention. I want you guys, everybody should not prevent that. No, you need to get that shit flowing, especially in 2017, guys. You're going to need it. You are. So, all right. Yeah, that's my goal. I want to, I said, I want to do a project that will help people. Um, help bullies be nicer bullies, and help my little gay boy high schooler friends be able to stand up to them a little bit better, or be able to not even stand up to them, but be able to cope. Coping skills. We're not going to stand up to a bully. No, we're not going to teach any of that shit. Never. Never, kiddies. Kiddies, never stand up to bullies. See what they do to you? Look. See that shit? That's bully shit. Bully shit. Because this motherfucker stood up. Tried to break up a fight. Shit. Tried to be responsible. Tried to be the referee. No, hater. You in that corner, hater. And you, nigga faggot, in that corner. Hater in that corner. Now, shake and make up. Never works. Never works. So don't even fucking bother trying to do shit like that. I'll be teaching avoidance and coping and smarts. Be smart. Be smart. Be smart. Be smart. Let's be smart. So why do I want to do this? What motivated me at my old age? What motivated this old ugly ass lying fuck? That's what I hear every day from this guy that I'm telling you about, this DDF, that stands for drugs and disease free. CD stands for cross-dresser, and JC stands for Junction City. So I call him the DDF, CD, and JC. Right? But the problem is he's not DDF. No. He just advertises that on the internet. Yeah. Among many other things he advertises for on the internet. That's the number one lie that he tells. And I know that because, well, I can tell you why I know it, but, don't worry about that. I just do. And it's trifling because in the gay community, it's good to know that your partners don't have diseases and stuff like that. Of course you want that. Of course. But advertising it in a little profile online with 3 letters is never gonna cut the mustard. Because if you do not notice, kiddies, all of those profile advertisements on the personals, on the Craigslist and shits, every single one of them, at least the categories I go to, they all say DDF, 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 DDF. Some say DF, that means they're just disease free. Or it could mean they're drug free. Really, you kids really should really think about this shit. What does DDF mean? What does DF mean? And what the fuck does it matter what if they're claiming to be DDF? You still should be practicing safer sex. Always. But there's a crisis in the community because these guys aren't. The kids. Oh, I'm not blaming the kids. I'm not blaming the youth. No, don't get me twisted. I'm not blaming them. No, the mature older guys are just as bad, if not, they're actually worse. I mean, the kids got an excuse. They're just dumb, young, full of cum kids, horny ass motherfuckers. These 48-year-old married men that are trying to get their dick wet and popping boys, they have no fucking excuse. Oh, but they do have an excuse. I've heard all of them. All of them. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no American Express. You're 48 years old, married 48-year-old motherfucker. You can't afford a fucking condom? Give me a fucking break. You need to stay your ass off the internet and keep your ass at home. That's what shit's like. I mean, I know this only because I've returned to dating after a period of chastity and abstinence and celibacy that I imposed upon myself because I got hurt. I got hurt in the game. And I said, you know what? I don't want to get hurt again. So I'm not going to allow myself to get hurt. I'll just keep it in my pants. Won't look at anybody. Won't touch anybody. And I did that. I did that for years. I did that for years. I pushed my sexuality down for years. Oh, it kept on trying to come up. I'm like, get down there, get down there. Oh, get down there, sexuality. Yeah, suck that cock. I mean, no, that was a joke. Come on. Yeah, I know that I'm going to have some tasteless jokes sometimes. I mean, that's what I talk about is sex. Of course, there's going to be some tasteless jokes, right? Sex. Anyway, what were we talking about? I'm just rambling. I'll never get to make these. Oh, I'm trying to do these videos and shit. Okay. Oh, so why? I returned to the scene this month, December 2nd, 2016, a day that will live in infamy. Trust me. Trust me. December 2nd. Hold it. Was that the day that will live in infamy? I think it might have been. The Pearl Harbor shit? I think it was. Oh my gosh. I shared an anniversary with oh, nice. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right one. We'll have to look that shit up. But yeah, after 7 years, 4 months, and 2 days, your boy returns to the world of sex making. Hey! Oh, I happily returned. Oh, I was so lucky. I had the luckiest luck of any lucky duck. I really did. I really did. What a way to break a dry spell. What a spell. Like it was a dry spell. A dry season. No, a dry decade. Almost a decade. 7 years, 4 months, and 2 days. Almost a freaking decade of abstinence, chastity, purities. Because I pushed that sexuality down. Pushed it down, recycled my chi. Recycling the chi. Yeah, that works. It does, it works. I don't recommend it. Why would I recommend that? Unless you really need to take a break. I mean, a lot of motherfuckers really do need to take a break. A lot of motherfuckers shouldn't be out here fucking around. A lot of motherfuckers are fucking around with dirty dicks. Dick warts and shit, That's the other thing, problem. They call themselves DDFs, like we were talking. DDFs. Disease freeze. Okay, sure, come over. Then they whip out the dick. Oh my god. Looks like a fucking wart forest right there. Get the fuck out of my house. How dare you? How dare you fucking come in here after you have the DDF on your fucking post and claim, oh, get the fuck out. That's what I tell them too. I had to tell too many of them that. There's no excuse for dick warts, guys. Absolutely none. I mean, they can cure that shit. That's one of the things cure that shit. Burn that shit off. Stay home until it's cleared up. That tells you a lot about a person right there. If you see a person with a warty dick, or there's no excuse for that. None. Period. No excuse. But it tells you a lot about that person, doesn't it? What's it tell you about that person? Oh, it tells you so much. If you start thinking about it, oh, it tells you way much, much more than you ever even wanted to know about that motherfucker. Oh, and you'll never fuck around with that motherfucker. No matter if he gets that shit cleared up or what. You know better than now. Oh, you know better. You know better. Right? Kids. Right. Right, Dad. Right, Dad. All right. So, here we are, December 30th, 2016. And I've been working on this project, this hate crime, suicide prevention, hate crime awareness, sexual education, because I see we've got a crisis in my community in Abilene, here in Junction City at Fort Riley on Post, here in Manhattan, of youth suicide, right? Youth suicide. And while the leaders in these communities would like to blame, and they very readily, handily do, blame Satan. Satan got him. Satan got him. Yeah, Satan got him. He had that down. Satan got to him. Oh, okay. All right. Satan's getting these motherfuckers everywhere. Why aren't you guys doing something about that goddamn Satan? Thought you kicked that motherfucker out, right? Didn't you kick that motherfucker out? Satan. How dare you? How dare you, United Methodist Church of Abilene? How dare you? How dare you people? Satan. Satan did it. Yep. That was what happened. It was Satan again. Yep. Cause and effect. Every time Satan's around, boom. That's what happens. No, this is reality, guys. This is reality in Kansas. Rational, reasonable, intelligence, human beings, Kansans, are scapegoating Satan. Not looking at their own shit, not looking at any problems. Oh, there's no problem over here, no problem over there, no problem up there, and no problem down there. And there's no problem with me for sure, because it was Satan. No problem with my kids. It was Satan. All right, sure. All right, Satan. Now, some people, like guidance counselors and younger people who, know that Satan shit's not going to fly with everything and everybody, they've got another alternative answer. It was the Depressions. Depression killed Ellis Robert Johnson. Okay. Depression did it. That's right. Fucking depression. Motherfucker. Hate that motherfucker depression. And I do. I mean, I'm joking kind of in a way, but I'm not. I hate that shit. Nobody likes depression. But everybody has depression, right? Everybody has depression. Some of us have it more than others. That's all. Right? So if everybody has depression, that would mean that everybody should be out there killing themselves, right? Logically, I mean, come on. If depression killed Ellis Robert Johnson, and that's what they claim, then everybody with depression should be dead. According to their logic. According to their logic, that's a correct answer. All right. Okay. So your boy, this one right here, is standing up for people, standing up for the little kitties that can't stand up for themselves. That's what I'm trying to do. Putting my shingle out there, saying, here's my phone number. Kitties, I have nothing to bang. Here's my phone number. Here's my email. Here's my Twitters. Here's my Tumblrs. People are bullying you, beating you up. You need someone to talk to. You got questions on some sex shit, whatever it is, you call me. and we'll take it from there. And if I don't know the answer, we'll find someone that does.